Hi everyone, this is Kayvon, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the angle at which I record my videos. I have greatly avoided making a video about this because I did not want to do so due to the pressure of being targeted about it online. But somebody recently said something to me about it that seemed genuine, and I thought that perhaps now would be a good time to actually try to record differently. That went terribly. That is why I'm recording it the way that I normally do right now. And I'm going to talk about why it went so badly, why I recorded this way, and why I'm not going to continue to try to change it in the future unless something drastically changes internally with my trauma that makes it possible without dissociating heavily. So, up until this person approached me about my camera angle, the person who I felt was genuine, I really wasn't sure whether or not there was more to the reason why I recorded the way I record than simply the fact that I was afraid of triggering people with hand gestures, which is something that I've addressed in multiple comments on this channel. I don't know if y'all have seen that, but I have addressed that multiple times in comment sections. But I recently realized that it's more than that. When this person asked me about it, I started becoming aware that I have a serious trigger around having the camera out of my hands and having the camera directly in front of me or above me. This has to do with being cast into child exploitation films. This has to do with the fact that the camera was out of my hands most of the time when I was being forced into these films myself, and when I was being forced to record myself in some kind of way. I was almost always being forced to record straight ahead or above me. So recording like this is not something that triggers as much trauma. It's still triggering for me to record. I talked about being triggered by a flashing dot on the camera, and that's difficult for me. But it's not as difficult by any means as it is if the camera is out of my hands or in front of me or above me. So I just tried to make a different video actually, in which I didn't really talk too much about this, but I couldn't get past this trigger. And I started having extreme symptoms of trauma coming up. Parts screaming inside, screaming quietly, physically, parts just freaking out really badly. And so I've become very grounded in the fact that I cannot record differently right now. I will continue to work through the trauma that has come up for me around this. I've already started, and hopefully I will be able to heal so that I can record more normally so that I do not negatively affect people who are genuinely triggered by this. But as it is right now, this is what I can do. So if you find this triggering, I encourage you to just take care of yourself and listen rather than watch. That's what the person who approached me about it said they were doing. I would love for you to be able to watch, but I don't want you to hurt yourself, and I don't want me to hurt myself, especially to where I can't make videos. Because it became clear to me that if I kept trying to do this differently, I was not going to be able to make videos. Now, some of you may be aware that I have recorded videos in which I was standing up and in which I was looking at the camera without holding it, so you know that I can do it in some parts of me. But I don't think that I've ever come out, as far as I can recall, to record like that until just now. And those parts who did that, you may notice that they were twitching a lot, that they looked terrified, more so than we normally do. And you didn't see the amount of takes that it took to make some of those videos. One of them, like my singing video for the song Dead Roses, I had meltdown after meltdown that I thought was just related to singing. I didn't realize that it had to do with the camera also. So now I'm starting to see more, and I'm just starting to see that I have to take this seriously and stop feeling guilty for recording the way that I need to record.